Hi there. Good morning on this Taco Tuesday. It is January 9th, 2024, 7:30 on the dot. I'm your host, Bridgett Ellison. Welcome to Breakfast with Bridgett. We're so glad you could join us this morning. There's a lot to get to. It is a weather alert day, what we call a weather alert day here at News 6. So you'll definitely want to pay attention because this is something that could impact your afternoon and your plans this afternoon. And meteorologist Candace Campos has been tracking this. And, Candace, good morning. We saw this coming, but this is something that's even affecting our schools. So everybody's really got to pay attention today.
Yeah, and you have all the details on the schools, but I know Marion County, for instance, they're just canceling school today because they're anticipating the rain to come in a little earlier, where areas from Orange and southward, the storms won't be approaching until after dismissal. So a lot of after-school activities, of course, being impacted there. But yes, it is a weather alert day for people who don't really know what that means. It's basically a designation that the weather team puts out to just let you know that it's one of those days you just want to be extra weather aware. So many times we go around our day, especially this time of the year, and you don't think much about the weather other than it's hot, it's cold, or, oh, there's a little bit of rain. But this is something that we're looking at for the potential of causing damage, and certainly a concern when it comes to a lot of property or livelihood. So let's talk about the weather forecast for today. We are watching the approach of a cold front that's coming through. Right now, live radar, nothing much. We're just watching just very light, misty rain. But you can see in the top corner there of your screen, we are seeing that area highlighted in red. That is a tornado watch box that is now in effect for pretty much the Big Bend area. And those bright orange little polygons there that are blinking, that is a confirmed tornado. That's why there's a tornado warning there in effect. So it has been a very active morning for the Panhandle, and this line of strong to severe storms will continue to generate more severe activity, making its way into Central Florida later on today. But big picture wise, the north end of the system is causing blizzard conditions, tons of snow across parts of the Great Lakes. We're talking rain and sleet and snow elsewhere through areas of Nashville, parts of the Southeast. Now, we are going to continue to watch it for the arrival here in Central Florida, starting about 2 p.m. for our northern zones, and then that threat slides south and east throughout about 9-10 o'clock. So with it being a weather alert day, enable those notifications to receive those alerts, whether it's the Pinpoint Weather app, which I think it's a great tool. You have the weather team backing up all the information that is being sent out. So it's not just some computer generated mumbo jumbo that just gets sent out there. This is really tailored to Central Florida. And then when it comes to your wind gusts, we're talking 60 plus mile per hour wind gusts, almost hurricane force at times, especially along that boundary. Along with the wind, we're talking about the possibility of seeing a few strong tornadoes. And when we talk about strong, we're talking more like EF1, EF2. That's very strong for us here in Central Florida. And there will be a lot of the dynamics that could support that. Your afternoon forecast shapes up like this. For the next few hours, if you have to be out and about, get some errands done, rain chances minimal. We'll increase it up to about 30% about 1 o'clock. But then after that, we will bring up those rain chances to a guaranteed 90% chance of rain throughout the second half of the day. So let's take you here throughout the modeling so you can kind of plan out the day as best as possible. So again, we had a warm front come through this morning. I wanted to just show you that real quick. And then we are watching the approach of that line, those dark reds and purples showing just torrential downpours, lightning, the wind, the rain, even the potential for some small hail will be in the forecast as well. It will be approaching our north kind of top end viewing area there by 3-4 o'clock. We're pushing into more of that Lake Sumter, Flagler County, northern Volusia by about 4 to about 5 o'clock. Then that shifts further along I-4 along the I-4 corridor from Volusia down through Polk County by about 5-6 o'clock. This is kind of the main time for a lot of people heading home from work. So if driving in conditions like this is not your cup of tea, maybe trying to get out a little earlier or wait a little longer to get home, to get on those roadways, because we're talking blinding sheets of rain potentially along this band. Now, the good news is, which is also not good news, is how fast this front is expected to just slice through Central Florida. That is going to not only increase the winds and that potential for a rotating storm, but at least it will push out a lot of the activity pretty quickly. So flooding will not be a big concern for us today. That front finally will clear by about midnight tonight, and then very chilly conditions are in store, or at least much colder conditions are in store as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. So again, strong winds, tornadoes, lightning, all kind of the highest threat here, with hail and flooding being on the lower end of things. So as we get results here, the full 7-day forecast, certainly
Mm.
weather alert day today, 90% chance of rain, will drop about 10 to 15, almost 20 degrees between Tuesday and Wednesday. It's a warm day out there today. We'll be up to about 80 degrees, and then we'll cool down Wednesday and Thursday, and then looking at another approaching front moving in come Friday. So I know that was a lot of information for you to kind of, digest this morning with your breakfast. But we are, again, expecting the worst of the weather to start up after about 2 o'clock. So if the kids have after school activities, um, a lot of kids are back to school now. Of course, Orange County is back to school today. Just do be aware that it will get dicey through as we head into the latter part of the afternoon, Bridget.
These are the moments where, this is why you want to really pay attention to the weather every day, not get caught off
Mhm.
guard. And Candace, you guys have team coverage all this afternoon. Keep everybody covered too.
Yes, absolutely. And it's interesting because I know a lot of people, I can see how many people kind of let their guards down during this time of the year, especially because after the school started sending out the notifications that either school after school activities will be impacted or a dismissal will be earlier, whatever the case may be, you had all these parents texting me going, what's happening? I'm like, no, no, no. This is something that we've been talking about for days.
Yeah.
So making sure you enable those notifications. I know a lot of people like to kind of shut them
Mm-hmm.
off, especially this time of the year.
Yes.
So just make sure to enable those. That way you're alerted when weather gets kind of nasty where you're at.
Yes, 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 yes. Well, Candace, thank you for keeping us safe. I'll let you save your voice a little bit for right
Oh,
now,
yes.
and we'll
Thanks.
see you a little bit later. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
got it.
And like we mentioned at the top of the half hour, there are school closures, and mainly in our viewing area. Marion County's canceled school for today. As far as some of the other local school districts, Seminole, Osceola, Orange, they are basically doing no activities after school today, and they're encouraging people to pick up, at dismissal, or if they do after school aftercare, you'll want to try to pick them up as early as you possibly can. But we have all of the details county by county for you on clickorlando.com, and I just posted that link on Facebook too, so you can like and share it there. Want to get a quick check of the traffic, and Trooper Steve is standing by, sipping on your coffee there. Is that cafecito? What is that?
No, this is Coke Zero
Oh,
today.
Coke Zero. Yes, yes, yes,
So
yes.
yeah, my little, it's no Stanley, but it's custom. So
So are you marked as safe from having to come and do traffic this afternoon?
I am marked as safe as having to come do traffic this afternoon. So it's going to be an interesting day. My goodness. But like Candace said, they've been talking about this for days.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone kind of should be prepared for that. I know yesterday I went to my backyard, picked up all the loose stuff, pulled in the patio furniture just in
Right,
case. I don't need it in my neighbor's yard and all that stuff. So
right.
just got to be aware of it. And for the most part, roadways are pretty good this morning. We were watching an earlier crash out there in the downtown area. If we want to do traffic first, and then I could chat with you a little bit
Yeah, yeah, we got to
afterwards.
keep it tight. We have an interview also coming up, so
All
I
right,
just want to get in
awesome.
and out today.
Awesome. I'll breeze through it. Here we go. So right now, eastbound I-4 in downtown, we had an earlier crash that blocked 2 lanes, but I love live TV. As Bridget and Candace were wrapping up, OPD opened up those 2 left lanes, so hopefully we'll thin out a little bit. Don't get too scared of the red that you're seeing on your TV screen. That should be gone in the next 30 minutes. Your drive time eastbound, which would put you through that area, just east of there, 36 minutes from Kissimmee. So just plan maybe a little extra ahead this morning, especially we got some wet roadways out there. Crash I-4 and 535 is clear, but that doesn't mean the Champions Gate delay is not there. So please be careful this morning. And then Pleasant Hill, we cleared out a little while ago. Colonial and Rouse, we cleared out. Let's jump down to Pleasant Hill, see how that traffic's doing. Not bad. Well, what am I talking about? It's pretty rough, but the crash is clear. Poinciana Boulevard, you guys are good to go. Now, we are seeing that early morning delay in the school zones this morning in Osceola, so please be careful. In Narcoossee, I do have a crash outside of Narcoossee Elementary School. So, Bridgett, outside of that, roadways will be wet. People need to pay attention today. I'll be out in Claremont at 10 a.m. for patrol at Portillo's
I'm
as they're opening
jealous.
up. I know, I know. So I love that we could use results one for everything. It doesn't need to be all safety. So if you're out watching in Claremont, you want to stop on by 10 a.m., I'll be out there. Please come by, say hi, or you can watch us over at clickorlando.com. And before I go and let you go, today is National Law Enforcement Appreciation Day throughout the entire country. So to all my men and women that are credentialed out there, that who serve and have served, we appreciate you. And then, of course, it is the memory day of Lieutenant Deborah Clayton and my friend Norm Lewis, who died on this day several years ago. So we dedicate today to all our law enforcement out there. And Bridgett, I'll keep it nice and tight for you guys. I'll talk to you later.
Yes, we do. Thank you. Thank you, Trooper Steve. And have fun at Portillo's. Try the Italian beef for me. All right, we're taking a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, we're back now, and we have a very special guest with us on the show this morning, and I'm so excited to see her again live. Lauren Irving is here, and she has some roots here in Central Florida, and she is here this weekend with Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus as one of the historic show guides. And good morning, Lauren. It's so good to see you.
Good morning. It's so great to see you.
And I know that this show is totally reimagined now, and you guys are making history. You're one of 3 show guides in the Ringling Brothers show this year.
Yes. So we are back. We're excited to be here, excited to be seeing so many beautiful cities around this country. And, 75 performers, over 50 acts, actually. I mean, as soon as the show starts, it's nonstop. We have a short intermission and then literally ending the show with a bang. I mean, you've got to see it. It's just been incredible to be a part of as well.
And you have such a history in performing arts. I met you while you were here working at the parks as a performer. Give people a little bit of your background who may not be familiar, but if they may sort of recognize you if they had gone to the parks a lot back about 9 years ago.
Yes, I cannot believe how fast time has flown by. I left Orlando in 2015. I first came on the college program at Walt Disney World. And not long after that, I transferred to be a character performer, entertaining shows and entertaining people. I might be in some people's homes, maybe in a photo album.
Oh,
I mean, maybe we can go look back. But yes, Disney and Universal, I worked here. And, this truly is a home away from home. Obviously, I've had a lot of great memories, but as soon as, we got on I-4 and I was like, I know exactly where I am. I just felt so happy. So it's great to be back. And yes, I cannot believe how long it's been, but I guess time truly does fly by when you're having fun.
Yes, and you have been having fun. I've been following you, ever since we met, and you have done big shows with overseas, with cruise lines and different things. Talk to us about some of the experiences you've had since you moved from Central Florida to do some more performing.
Yes, so after I left this incredible city doing what I love, I went to Universal Studios Japan. And I stayed there for 3 years, entertaining and performing in Osaka. And so I loved that time. And when it was time to come back, I got an offer for Norwegian Cruise Lines. And I stayed, I was 4 contracts with them, actually. My last contract, I had the pleasure of doing Six the Musical as Catherine of Aragon. And that was incredible. I love it. I still sing the songs, still sing the music.
Yeah.
And
it was like being on Broadway, but being able to be around the world.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you actually said that. The show is exactly the same. It is a Broadway show. We just aren't on the street Broadway. They have national tours. They're in Australia, Canada, obviously the West End and the UK. here in the United States. And the brand itself, Six, is incredible. And there's like a
Based on
sisterhood
the
as
wives
well.
of King Louis, right?
Yes, Henry VIII. So
Eighth
Six
Henry.
the
Okay.
musical. Yes, no, I mean, one of the kings. Yes, it's a musical based on the six wives of Henry VIII, and it's truly about empowerment, but it's also so historically accurate and beautifully written, and the music is like a pop concert. I mean, frankly, it's amazing. So coming to Ringling after doing something so incredible like that, I mean, I just feel so blessed because I feel like my life is just,
It's all prepared you for this moment.
yes,
And
yes,
so
it has.
how did Ringling, how did that come into, your wheelhouse? How did that opportunity present itself?
I ask myself that often, actually, because the story is wild. I had an incredible manager I used to work with at Disney, and her name was Jennifer Mahoney. Is Jennifer Mahoney. She's amazing. She contacted me because her colleague was looking for to fill a role for a singer, and they could not tell me what this was for. But at the time, I just ended my contract, and I said, "Sure." They said, "Just send us some things." So I sent them my reel, my performance reel, and there was a little communication back and forth. I had a virtual audition, and at the time, I didn't know who they were, frankly. I mean, it was Juliet
Oh.
Feld on the line, J Vault. Juliet Feld is the daughter of Kenneth Feld, and it's Feld Entertainment. So, I
Mm.
mean, they
So it's
were
almost like a
amazing.
blind ad.
It was. I just was like, I'm going to sing for these. Hey, everyone. Great. We did the virtual audition. But it has been such an honor, a pleasure, just so warm of a company to be a part of. And I'm just thankful every day. I mean, frankly, as you can probably see, all of these incredible acts we have, we've truly become a family. And I mean, it's just a blessing to perform with them every day.
And you're a part of like a transformative era because I misspoke last week and I said we'll talk to one of the ringmasters, but it's no longer, you no longer say ringmaster. You have show guides, and you're one of three characters that take us through this newly imagined show. There are no animals there. What can people expect as they come to see this new generation of Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus?
Yes, well, as you just said, there are a lot of maybe changes from what had been done before, but the soul of what Ringling has been is still there. Yes, there's not a defined ringmaster, but the three show guides, we guide the audience along on this journey of inspiration. I am the vocalist, and I use music and make a song with the audience. We have Sticks, who's a drummer. He's got an incredible act. Nick Knack is like the soul of the circus. He does a lot of funny things, and I mean, it's just a beautiful way of not having maybe all the attention on one person, but again, doing it with the audience, guiding the audience along. We're going to make a lot of new friends this weekend, and that's how I look at it. I'm just there with a bunch of friends.
And what is it like to be
Um,
in the Amway when you think about that? I mean, I'm sure you'd performed in there before, but what's it like?
Actually, I've never performed in the Amway
I was
Center,
thinking you
but
probably sang in there at some point,
yeah,
but
the national anthem or something. I actually had not, but the reason why I think I'm so excited about this arena specifically is
and I
just
should say Kia
in
Center. I'm sorry.
Kia Center.
It's a
Yes,
learning
I
curve.
did see that. That's new for us too. I came in town. I said a lot has changed.
Yeah.
This is a good thing though. For the Kia Center, it means a lot, obviously, because being here for 5 years of my life, I drove past that building so many times. And I mean, obviously, a lot of talented people, sports, I mean, a lot of events go
Hmm.
on there. So to be able to say that I have finally uh, performed in that space, I, I will cherish that forever.
It is so special. And I was looking at the tickets. I'm trying to figure out which day I want to bring the kids, but I definitely will be there. And it's Friday through Monday. This Friday through next Monday, right? And it's
Yes,
affordable.
it's affordable, and it's a 360-degree arena experience. So there's not a bad seat in the house, and it's just exciting because maybe on the upstage you'll see one thing, downstage you'll see another, the center you'll see something else. But we
Mhm.
also have halo screens that capture a lot of the up close action. So you can look there and see how someone's balancing on a high wire, someone's face on the trapeze, really getting up close to our robot dog, Bailey. So maybe there's no animals, but we do have our beloved robot dog, and I absolutely love her. As if, she is, I kind of wish she could hang out more often, but,
And your
I'll save it
character,
for the,
your character here we see in the video, you're called Aria.
yes.
Is
So
there a
I play
symbolism
Aria.
behind that name?
Well, I think it's a cute thing because, I sing aria, you think of it like that. But I think it's just once you're in the world of Ringling itself in this reimagined version, we just want to transport you to where we are. I'm Aria, my friend Alex. He's Sticks, so he plays the drums, cool name. Knick-Knack, I mean, like, he's just got all of these props and different things that he uses. He's so amazing with his physical comedy. And we guide, again, the audience along. We're also guiding Wesley Williams along, who breaks the record for the tallest unicycle in the world.
I see that.
Is made
Whoa.
out, yes, 34.6 feet high, which is
Wow.
over 3 stories high. Um, it's just been, again, incredible to literally witness all of this, and for me to be in the center ring itself and to be immersed with all of these acts. I mean, it's truly amazing. And yeah, I mean, people from all over the world as well, over 18 countries. You know, it's truly a melting pot of a beautiful, talented family.
There's something for everyone too, I think, when you go to shows like this, because there's always those, those different acts that really speak to different people or really excite them. So I think that, everyone is in for at least a treat of something that they really love to watch, and you won't be bored.
At all. A treat and a half, I'll say. You will not be bored. There's not one moment of uh, downplay. The lights don't go out. I mean, intermission comes, it's like a short intermission, and then literally Act Two starts with fire and dance and energy. I mean, it's truly amazing.
Well, we are looking forward to it. I know all your loved ones, family, and friends that are able to be here. I know they're excited to come check you out too.
Yes, and I've gotten messages and notifications of people saying, "Oh, I'm coming this day. I'm coming that day," and I'm just again, my heart is full because I feel like though I may have been away from Orlando for about 9 years, that love is still here. I feel like I'm coming to a warm hug and just a huge
Yeah.
welcome. So, yeah, it's been a blessing,
Hmm.
and I'm just thankful to be back.
Yes, and I know exactly how you feel, and I'm just so happy to see you back. We're Georgia Carolina girls, but this is home for us, and we're just so excited to have you back, Lauren, and can't wait to see the show. So congratulations to you and all of the cast members. Break a leg, as they say,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you
Yes.
under the big top at Kia Center this weekend.
Yes. And thank you so much. And again, ringling.com for tickets. You'll find all the information there. And if you can't get enough, you'll see our tour schedule so you can come see us even more.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'll let you get some rest. I know you probably have rehearsals and things coming up.
Yes. And also maybe another park visit. So we got to get that in.
Got to get it. You got to get it all in. You got to get it all
Yes.
in. All right. Thanks, Lauren. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you. Good to see you.
You too.
Bye.
So I hope that you get a chance to check it out. I'm definitely going to go see it because I know that it's not only special because my friend Lauren is in it, but there are just so many new things and exciting things to see in this show. So we can't wait to check out the Ringling Show. We want to take a break. We will be back at 7:30 tomorrow, and we have more weather coming up with Jonathan Kegas right here on News 6 Plus and clickorlando.com at 8. And I'll see you at noon on News 6. Make it a great day. Be safe.